Hi folks, Max18363 here, and this is part 25 of the F.E.A.R saga. We're about to meet Alice Wade once we beat this bastard. He fucking walks me with his big particle rifle. Because he's a moron. And that pretty much wraps it up for replica forces on the way in, anyway. So yeah, there's a fair bit of dialogue here, so I'll just keep quiet for a moment, just let you listen.
You're not one of them. I'd pretty much given up on being rescued.
Thank God she's okay. Give her a comlink.
Hello?
Ms. Wade, we're gonna get you out of there, but you're gonna have to move quickly.
I need to get to my dad.
Where is he?
Some kind of classified facility. I've never heard of it. There isn't even a street address, just UTM coordinates. The entrances are all hidden, but I have passcodes.
Okay, buddy. Access Wade's laptop and upload the data on that facility. Alright, the data's been uploaded. First things first, get to the roof. The helo's on the way.
You mean a helicopter? Can we drive instead? My car's downstairs in the parking garage.
What, are you afraid of flying?
Kind of?
Trust me, you're safer in the air.
Yeah, right. Hurry! Let's go get my dad.
You're not going anywhere but a safe house till this is over.
What?
Don't worry, your father will be joining you as soon as we pick him up.
No way! I'm not going anywhere until I know he's okay.
Forget it, I'm not taking any more chances.
You have 2 new messages. First message from
Chuck Habiger. Arlen, it's Habiger. Look, I know how you feel, but I don't see any alternative. We need to purge the vault. Somebody's got to go in there and deal with it, or this whole situation's gonna boil over. You won't do it for the rest of us. Do it for Alan.
next message from
Go back out. Arlen, you're right. Crazy bitch is determined to blow the Psychic Kingdom come. God knows who she thinks is gonna pick up the pieces when her plan backfires. I've had enough of this shit. I plan to be sipping girly drinks on a beach in Tahiti by the time the media gets wind of all this. Talk to you later, buddy.
end of messages.
So yeah, this is one of the sort of few sections in the game where we have sort of somebody with us. She doesn't really help out with combat as such, obviously, she's unarmed, but still, I'm sure it makes the point man feel not quite so lonely, even if it's only for a while. And she's kind of decent looking as well, which, you know, always helps. Me being a guy, I must say, I must make that observation. Yeah. So yeah, there was a few things sort of going on there. Probably remember in an earlier vid, we listened to an answer phone where Harlan Wade is basically, that's Alice's father's basically leaving Alice a message saying, get to my office, find my laptop, there's a file called Proteus on it, which is pretty much what we just downloaded. That's just a lot of information on the vault, which is kind of our next destination when we get to the next section of the game. Located in Auburn. It's the city that this game is in and around. That's where the vault is, and where most of this Project Origin shit went down. And it's where Alma is at the moment. And it'll be our job to try and stop her from escaping, while other people want to release her for some reason. It's crazy times. So it's basically a bit of a race against time, really. basically me deciding that kind of pointless using a particle rifle anymore. Kind of pretty much expended all the ammunition for it, so I'm sort of backtracking to find some nails for the nail gun. Top up my health and stuff since I lost all my armour again. The particle rifle is just, like I've said before, it's kind of more like a tasty treat rather than a sort of mainstream weapon. There's just not enough resources to sort of use it on a regular basis, so you just kind of have to enjoy it while it lasts. I mean, they feature a little more often towards the end of the game, but you kind of better to just sort of use it up. We'll try and save it for a tougher fight maybe, but you know, there's not much point hogging onto it too much. You better just to sort of use it up. And coming up we have one of my sort of favourite sequences in the game. There's just something about it I really like, where basically make it to the elevator and we have to sort of make it to the roof basically. And replica forces kind of commandeer it and we stop off at several floors and have a pretty, well, if you don't know what you're doing, what's a pretty manic firefight. The first time I ever tried it, I was under the impression that you had to stay inside the lift and just sort of try and stay alive till the doors closed, which is certainly one way of doing it, but I find it's a lot easier to just simply move out and engage the enemies that are there. Tactically, it's just a much sounder option to just sort of move out and engage and take what covers there, rather than staying in the lift where you're rather vulnerable. Because all it takes is for one grenade to land in that lift and you're basically screwed. I don't know if Alice can actually be killed off. I mean, I never had any problems trying to keep her alive, but we are supposed to protect her, but I don't think she can actually be killed off. But I certainly wouldn't want to find out, so I mean, we all have our different ways of doing it, but like I say, best to sort of move out. So it's a cool sequence, I'll just sort of sit back, let you watch it.
You don't mess around, do you?
And we'll watch the point man kick some ass. That's what we do.
Why are all the floors lighting up? Uh-oh. Somebody's pressing the call buttons. Get ready! Here we go again.
Come back!
Wiped out the whole squad.
This sucks.
You're gonna get us killed!
Reinforcements.
And that's pretty much that. Now when we finally get back to the lift, Alice sort of makes a comment, oh, you don't have to kill everybody. If I remember correctly, when I first played it, like I say, I don't remember her saying that when I first did it, because I just stayed with the elevator.
You don't have to kill everybody.
You see what I mean? I just stayed inside the elevator and the door closes after a few
I'm just not
seconds.
used to being shot at. What's going on? What happened to the power?
So I think she only says that if you move out and kill everybody. You gotta love the elevator music as well. Kinda reminds me of Max Payne. Max Payne had great elevator music, just what you want it to be, cheesy and catchy and sticks in your head. And, yeah, it's great. And of course now Alma's pretty much up to her old tricks. So it was a kind of brief sojourn with Alice there. Now we pretty much spend the entire next level trying to catch up with the bitch. And that pretty much wraps it up for this level, more or less. Another shite grenade toss here. So yeah, till the next time, behave yourself, I guess.